Yesterday I was in a call with many spiritual life coaches. Each spiritual life coach had 6 minutes to actually either give us a talk, a workshop, something about their business that they are about to give to their audience, to their customers. And a woman, during her 6 minutes, she invited us to close our eyes. She made us meditate. And then she asked us this question: are you enjoying your life? She asked us during the meditation, are you enjoying your life? And I'm going to be honest with you. When I got the answer, I was unhappy with the answer. The answer that I gave to myself was, I haven't been enjoying life. I haven't been enjoying life because, you know, I often feel like financially I don't have the money that I deserve or the money that I should have. And I spend quite some time wondering where is that money, or when is it gonna come, or how come it's not here. And when you realize that as a spiritual life coach, it's a slap on your face, because I am here helping people to get better. I am bringing information that are actually helping people improve the quality of their life, right? You saw the podcast, you saw the videos, the testimonial and all that. But at the same time, I'm realizing that, yes, I can help those people, but I also need help myself, right? I also need help myself. One of the things that I'm always shy or vulnerable to talk about when it comes to my teachings is how to manifest money. Because trust me, I've read the books. I read so many techniques about manifestation around money, and man, it's I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I can tell you when it comes to manifesting more money for me. I read the books. I started applying the techniques, but I don't want to say it doesn't work. The thing is, I stopped somewhere along the way. I think there is something in me that makes me believe that not having the money that I want to have makes me feel safe. I don't know. I don't know what it is. If I have to be brutally honest, I realize that when I'm watching football and I don't know the teams, I'm always rooting for the smaller team, for the team that is wired to lose. I always do that. And recently I became aware of what's the word for that? If you know the expression, the come up, right? The underdog. I am always rooting for the underdog. And I even said to my son recently, like, I don't know what is that thing with always supporting the underdog. Because it's almost like I identify with being the underdog. But you see, if I keep identifying with the underdog, I will always have the financial of the underdog. I will always be working from the position of the underdog when I have the energy of the big dog. You see what I mean? It's really challenging. It's really challenging for me because I swear the things that I'm sharing are actually helping people. People's life are changing. Like I'm not even, but it's not me, it's the universe doing that through me. You see what I mean? It's the universe doing that through me. So when I realize that the financial situation gets better and then get worse, gets better and can get worse and can get worse, I'm like, but what is the thing? What is the message here? What is the message here? It is really annoying. It is so annoying, man. Especially when you are a husband, you have a wife that you want to please, you want to give her the world, you want to travel with your son, you want to go to the best game, you want to do everything. But somewhere along the way, with all those techniques that I learned, consistency is not always there when it comes to the application. Or I am going to be consistent for 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, and then I'm gonna find a way to be frustrated because I'm not having the results. You see what I mean? And this is really challenging. It's really challenging. So, like I say, when you're a doctor, you're a surgeon, right? You can do surgery on other people, but when you have the disease yourself, how can you do the surgery on yourself? You cannot, right? Hi, Bruno. Welcome here. You cannot do the surgery on yourself when you're the one that is sick. So I reckon that I need help when it comes to that. The finances thing as a man can really be heavy on you sometimes. So heavy to the point where you want to hide. You want to hide. You don't want to share to your partner that financially you are struggling. That you don't have the long-term vision. But I think it also happened because we believed in the story that society told us. Hi, Christian. Thank you. Have a good day too. We believe in the fact that, with no money, you are no one. And listen, I was born and raised in Cameroon. Hi, Kathy. God bless you too. I was born and raised in Cameroon in an environment where the lack of money was omnipresent. And the more money you had, the more seen you were by other people, the more respected you were. So I won't be surprised if it's fully embedded in my system, and that it's probably one of the things that I need to do more shadow work on. But by now, I thought I already did those things. I thought I already did that. So I'm not here to. This is not a complaint session. I just want to talk from my heart that we all go through stuff, right? We all go through stuff, and it's not something that we can hide forever. We have to acknowledge that, yeah, this life experience, we all go through stuff that we are not proud of. Sometimes it's going to be money. Sometimes it's going to be the fact that you struggle to find a lover. Sometimes it's going to be like you struggle to have a good relationship with your brothers, with your sisters. Sometimes it's going to be that you keep getting fired from your jobs. You see, so we all have stuff. So that money thing for me is a thing that, it has been heavy on me. And even when I make money, I tend to spend it really fast. It's almost like the accumulation of money is making me feel uncomfortable. Is it making sense to you? Do you have something similar? It's almost like I swear, even when I was doing weddings, I was charging 3,000 euros per wedding. I was charging 3,300 euros per wedding. I was accumulating money, but then I would always have this feeling, oh, I need to buy this, I need to buy this, I need to buy this, and then all of a sudden, all the money is gone, and you're like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Where is that money? And all the plans that you had with your girlfriend, all the things that you wanted to do with your son, the things you wanted to do for your mom, now you don't have the money anymore to do that. And now you want to hide. Now you don't even want to pick up your phone anymore. Now you don't want to leave the house anymore. So I want to say, we all go through stuff, and the best thing that I can do is to just continue doing what I'm doing, continue meditating, continue reading out loud my positive affirmations, continue writing my vision, and I know everything is going to be well. Everything is going to be well. There is no other choice. This is a process of me remembering that money doesn't define my value. But of course, like I said, the environment that I was born in, the experiences that I had, led me to believe that without money, you don't have any value. So therefore, when I go through some period where the money is low, I tend to talk shit about myself. I tend to think shit about myself. This is the reality that I'm in, and I'm releasing it right now. I am releasing it, and tonight I'm going to write a release letter. I'm going to write a release letter to money. I'm going to write a letter out loud. I'm going to write a letter, and then I'm going to read it out loud to money, and I'm going to burn it. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So if you're going through some tough things, just know you're not alone. You're not alone, because sometimes we are going through stuff, and because we think we are alone, we want to hide. We are afraid that, oh my God, if other people know that we are doing bad at this, or we are not as good as we are perceived to be doing, then people are going to judge us. People judge us no matter what we do, especially what we don't do. People are always judging, but at the same time, it's not that deep. People are also focused on their life. And yeah, this is what I wanted to share in this life. So I want to thank you who watched this video. And if you watch this live until the end and you feel called to work with me, just send me a DM on Instagram and send me the code Spider-Man. Send me Spider-Man in the DMs, and I will give you a proper discount so that we can work together. I love you. Take care of yourself.